Be extremely uncomfortable. I mean, it is horrible, and there's no way of sugarcoating it.
Sometimes we forget to believe that celebrities are just like any of us, and they can have some real problems as well. And just like anyone else, celebrities get arrested as well. But rough as the imagery may be, celebrity mugshots still provide a fascinating look at some of our most famous faces. So let's see the 8 celebrities that are currently in jail. Number 8, Lori Loughlin. In 2020, Lori Loughlin and her husband, Massimo Giannoli, were accused of trying to cheat the college admission system after they paid Rick Williams' company, The Key, $500,000 to help their daughters, Olivia Jade and Isabella Rose, receive higher standardized test scores. Prosecutors claim that parents paid money to have people take the SAT for their children, faked athletic experience to get them admitted to elite schools, and much more. More than 20 people were implicated in the scam, including actress Felicity Huffman, having already pled guilty. But Loughlin and her husband decided to fight the charges, believing they didn't do anything wrong. According to a source, she honestly didn't think what she was doing was any different than donating money for a library or athletic field. That's the crux of why she pleaded not guilty. The actress is in constant communication with her lawyers. She's also keeping tabs on what is happening with other people involved in the case. She wants to know who is getting what punishment and how their cases differ from hers, the source said. Number 7, Felicity Huffman. Well, we can't ignore Felicity Huffman's case right after we mention Lori Loughlin because that's what a character from Desperate Housewives might do, right? Since we have already mentioned a college admission scam, Huffman has her part in the story as well. The Desperate Housewives actress also will have to serve 1 year of probation, perform 250 hours of community service, and pay a $30,000 fine as part of the sentence handed down in a federal court in Boston. She was accused of paying $15,000 to the scam's mastermind to boost her daughter's SAT scores. She had pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest services mail fraud. With her husband and about a dozen other loved ones looking on, Huffman read from a piece of paper and apologized to the judge, her daughters, and her husband, actor William H. Macy. "I am deeply ashamed of what I have done," she said. "At the end of the day, I had a choice to make. I could have said no. There are no excuses or justifications for my actions. Period. And I especially want to apologize to the students who work hard every day to get into college and their parents who make tremendous sacrifices supporting their children." Number 6, Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein was once at the very top of the Hollywood world, and as accusations of his sexual predation came to light, it didn't just trigger his downfall. It ushered in a tidal wave of exposure of sexual misconduct in the film industry. The Oscar-winning producer's career and reputation have collapsed since the fall in 2017, when scores of women stepped forward to accuse him of sexual misconduct. Since the initial reporting in 2017, over 80 women have accused him of sexual harassment, assault, or rape. Back in May of 2018, he turned himself into the New York Police Department at the 1st Precinct in Tribeca to face criminal charges stemming from allegations. On March 11, 2020, Weinstein was sentenced to 23 years in New York State prison for rape and sexual assault. A Manhattan jury had found him guilty of criminal sexual acts in the 1st degree and rape in the 3rd degree. Unfortunately, even Angelina Jolie had to deal with this man. "I had a bad experience with Harvey Weinstein in my youth, and as a result chose never to work with him again, and warned others when they did. This behavior towards women in any field, any country, is unacceptable," she said. The actor Ben Affleck, who also worked with Weinstein on many projects, but has denied knowing the extent of his behavior toward women, saying that he only knew that Weinstein was sleazy and kind of a bully. But unfortunately, that wasn't that uncommon. But Rose McGowan, one of Weinstein's most prominent accusers, says otherwise. In Catch and Kill, McGowan said Farrow that in 1997, after McGowan attained early success and Weinstein produced films like Scream and was working on another Phantoms with Affleck, her business manager set up a meeting with Weinstein at a hotel restaurant. The meeting moved to Weinstein's hotel suite, and McGowan alleges that Weinstein used his physical size to overpower her and rape her. After the incident, McGowan told Farrow that she immediately encountered Affleck and that the actor saw her looking visibly distraught. McGowan says she told Affleck where she had just come from, and Affleck responded, "God damn it, I told him to stop doing this." McGowan has accused Affleck of lying about what he did and did not know. Number 5, Danny Masterson. Actor Danny Masterson, best known for his role in the hit series That 70s Show, has appeared in court accused of raping 3 women in the early 2000s. He is charged with raping the women who were all in their 20s between 2001 and 2003. Masterson's attorney, Tom Mesereau, who represented Bill Cosby and Michael Jackson in their sexual assault cases, could not be reached for comment by the time of publication, but said that Mr. Masterson is innocent and were confident that he will be exonerated when all the evidence finally comes to light and witnesses have the opportunity to testify. Actually, Masterson could spend 45 years to life in state prison. Masterson, who has been married to actress Bijou Phillips since 2011, was written out of the Netflix comedy series The Ranch in December of 2017 when a police investigation on the allegations against him first came to light. Number 4. Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell, a British socialite, Jeffrey Epstein's ex-girlfriend and longtime associate, has been arrested on multiple criminal charges related to his trafficking and sexual abuse of young women and girls. She was arrested on July 2, 2020 at her home in New Hampshire. The news came almost exactly 1 year after Epstein was arrested on multiple charges related to sex trafficking, but that case did not go to trial as he died in jail before it could begin. Following Epstein's arrest, Maxwell largely disappeared from public life, but several of Epstein's alleged victims have spoken out about her involvement in their trafficking, something Maxwell has denied many times, both in public statements and court documents. She has been formally charged with 6 counts, which range from transporting a minor for the purposes of criminal sexual activity to conspiring to entice minors to travel to engage in illegal sex acts, to perjury related to statements she made before the United States District Court for the Southern District in New York in 2016. Number 3. Bill Cosby. An American stand-up comedian, actor, and author, Bill Cosby has left actually nothing to make up his stand-up stories. Once known as America's Dad, he was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in state prison for drugging and sexually assaulting a woman. A jury found Cosby guilty in April of 2018, and he was sentenced in September of that year. During the trial, Andrea Constad, who was working for the women's basketball team at Temple University when she first met the famous entertainer, testified that while Cosby had initially been a mentor to her, he became a sexual predator who gave her drugs before assaulting her. Actually, more than 60 women have now accused him of sexual misconduct. Number 2. Jared Fogle. A few years ago, Jared Fogle was one of the most prominent parts of the Subway ad campaigns. He had gone viral based on the claims that doing a Subway diet had helped him lose weight, but his story took a dark turn this time. Since his stint as the Subway guy, he has all but disappeared from the public eye. Then, around the end of 2010, Jared Fogle came under the investigation of federal law enforcement agencies after an incident where he reportedly made lewd comments about schoolgirls to journalist Rochelle Herman Warland. Rochelle made sure to save these recordings as proof that Jared was involved in some shady behavior. As the investigation started going deeper, Russell Taylor, the director of Fogle's weight loss organization, was found in possession of child porn and was also involved in exchanging said contents. There was also evidence that Taylor had exchanged illegal pornographic content with Fogle. Additional information was also uncovered which implied that Fogle had his own collection of child porn content. As the investigation concluded, Jared Fogle pled guilty on 2 charges: distribution of receipt of child pornography and traveling to engage in illicit sexual conduct with a minor. He was sentenced to 15 years and 8 months in prison for his crimes. Additionally, he was fined heavily too. He had to pay a fine of $175,000, had to forfeit another $50,000 in assets, as well as $1.4 million in restitution to his victims. Even after his prison sentence, he will be under state supervision for the rest of his life. Number 1. R. Kelly. I Believe I Can Fly singer R. Kelly. The stories go back to the start of his career in the 90s, with many centering around the alleged predatory pursuit of teenage girls. He is currently facing multiple state and federal charges in the U.S., with accusations including sexual assault, abuse of a minor, making incident images of minors, racketeering, and obstruction of justice. Kelly was himself the victim of child sex abuse and detailed in his autobiography how he was raped by a female family member when he was 8 years old, and he has consistently denied the claims. Did you know about these celebrities that are in jail? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from us. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. See you in the next video, and thank you for watching.